people say, you see the thumbnail. I never really truly knew what that meant. You know what I'm saying? I do a lot more now. Yeah, just getting a little cleaning up in this morning. Yeah, doing the things that are conducive to productivity and longevity. Yeah. Yo, who in the house with Awesome? Who in here messing with me? Ain't none of you turkeys in here yet. Let's see. Let's see if we can get some of you turkeys in here and see what's going on. Oh, we got one of you turkeys in here. Peace. Thank you for hitting the like button. I appreciate it. Yeah, I just was getting some cleaning up in, and I was going over some things, mental gymnastics. You know what I'm saying? That's always something that's important for me. Yes, Pumpkin. I had plans, baby. I had plans that did not include that, baby. I did have plans. Yes? All right. Hold on, y'all. Yes, Pumpkin. Oh, really? Oh, really? The Gizmo has decided to make her presence felt and known in the chat. Peace. Good morning, El Chico. That's who that, my girl. What's up, mama? Hey, I liked your video, and and my condolences about your father. I know a lot about loss, that's for sure. And they never get easier, El Cheapo. The one thing about losses that people never truly understand is they never really go away. You know what I'm saying? People think that, they go away. You just learn how to live with them. You know what I mean? They never truly get easier. What, Pumpkin? She's trying to make a scene. El Cheapo. Yes, El Cheapo. I was laughing when you said it's hard having a Honda and being fat. I was weak. I'm trying to tell you though, I definitely would do a live with you. You can definitely interview me. And then you will have an opportunity to really see or hear certain things from, from me. Because, a lot of times I'm really I mean what I say, however, but I'm telling it in a way, that's entertaining because I'm very, very fascinating and captivating, as, we all know. El Cheapo, I'm not human. I have come to the realization that I am not human. I exist on a different plane than most people. Now, why do I say that, El Cheapo? First of all, how's your Sunday? You know what I'm saying? And I love the fact that you like those blue roses. Blue roses are very, very good. I didn't even know they made blue roses. I thought roses were just red. You know what I'm saying? And I said something, El Cheapo. I have to understand that sometimes you can say things that are hurtful and harmful to other people because, when you're a man, you tend to know, Pumpkin. When you're aggressive and you know what I mean, and you're me, you don't quite take other people's positions into thought. And I hurt someone with some things that I said. And whether I truly understand it or don't, I need to be cognizant of the things that I say in the future. So I'll do a better job with that because, I have to understand that it's not just, words do hurt, right? And just because they don't hurt me, that does not mean they do not hurt other people. And that's, you know what I'm saying? That's definitely something that I need to do a better job. I absolutely will. El Cheapo, she slide up out here. And so that Gizmo no. That is give me that. No. Nobody asked you to get to touching stuff, okay? I don't like no baby who involved in things. I don't like no baby who got her own plans. I do not like a baby who has her own plans. I like a baby that go with daddy's plans. Yes. Hey, what are you doing? Give me that. Hey, you got your hands on things, Pumpkin. Nobody asked you to touch things. I don't like no baby touching things. I can wipe your face. I don't wipe your face. I have to wash your face. Yes, I do. I'm sorry. I just wash your face. I'm sorry. I just wash your face. Oh, Gizzy. Gizmo. What? You want some breakfast? Show me that. You want some breakfast? The Gizmo wants breakfast. The Gizmo has decided breakfast needs to be involved in her meal. We got one of you jive turkeys in the chat. That might be El Cheapo. She probably tap back in. And I have to do a better job of that. I am not human, Chad. I have come to the realization that I am not human. I was told, my girl, she told me yesterday, I don't have a heart. And I think that, when you're a man, there's a certain hardness that you have to have, right? You know what I mean? And that has really shaped me in a lot of ways. That hardness, you know what I mean? That's part of who I am. So that's what's been able to galvanize me. That's what's been able to, you know what I mean? A man has to be built of a certain substance, right? That being said, I have to also understand that just because I particularly see the world in a certain, through a certain lens, that doesn't mean that everybody else has to either. And that doesn't mean that, and the world doesn't have to adjust to awesome. Shout out to El Cheapo. What did you say for her to say that? I told her that I wouldn't. I think, well, see, this is why I get in trouble. Because tell you what I'm going to do, El Cheapo, is not discuss certain issues, right? And I think that will probably be the better way to go about it, because some people they didn't prescribe to that. You know what I'm saying? They didn't. Yes, Pumpkin. They didn't sign up for for this experience such as I did, and so I need to do a better job in understanding that just because I signed up for it and I can take the heat and I don't mind it, that doesn't mean that everybody else want to sign up for it. So yeah, I think that's the best way. What you got going, El Cheapo? Do you cook? What you making? You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna make Gizmo some pancakes, and she like pancakes. Yes, Buttercup. I'm gonna make you some pancakes. Look, she done took my phone. I'm gonna make Gizmo some pancakes. Look, Kevin, what's up, baby? Appreciate you. Kevin said, hey, Gizmo. Let's get Kevin, get 5. That's for you, Kevin. Appreciate you for being in here. You know what I'm saying? What's up, black man? Tell me something good. Listen, man, we on that masculinity tip. You know what I'm saying? We doing the things that are conducive to productivity. You know what I'm saying? Hey, Kevin, make sure you get your tickets to the gun show. Make sure you're doing the things, Kevin, man, lift yourself up, man, and being strong and masculine, man. Don't, but with that being said, also be cognizant of how other people, how other people can necessarily be affected by your actions, especially only if they really particularly care about you. Why would you care about somebody who don't care about you? That's a sucker's move. And only a weak beta male would care about people who don't care about him. So you have to be always conscious of that. Because they truly want to make black men look weak and effeminate, and we don't do that around here. You know what I'm saying? Like, you can be a very, very masculine man, but also, you know what I'm saying, has some level of sensitivity. You need a man with... Hey, who is that, El Cheapo? You too young. You don't know. Sensitivity. The awesome can be sensitive. You know what I'm saying? Awesome. I can be sensitive. Gizmo, was daddy sensitive? She doesn't care as long as she get the strawberry. Shout out to El Cheapo. It's 6 in the morning. I got one out and one. Yeah, I know you from Cali. You know what I'm saying? You from northern or, you know what I mean? Northern or a southern. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to Cali. Yeah, I definitely heard that yesterday. You know what, El Cheapo, I always thought you was from the Midwest. I don't know why, but I just assumed that. But I hear a lot of blacks leaving Cali. Is that true? Is that true that they say? They say a lot of black people getting the hell up out of Cali. All the messages, white folk, they pushing y'all up out that joint. They pushing our people up out of there, man. I'm not surprised though. You know, this is what happened when you got them democratic policies. You know, people that I said that's why I say El Cheapo really bad. And that's why I say I'm not human, because you know what I'm saying. And now I can get off in the really where I truly shine at, dealing with this stuff that truly affects our people, because people love to keep black people in subservient roles where we benefit them. As long as we're not making no noise, as long as we're going, you know what I mean, about the business of doing the things that people want us to do, everything is all good. As long as we play in our position, right? But as soon as black people tend to stand up and assert ourselves and say, you know, what we want and what we don't want, then all of a sudden, you know what I'm saying, people want to, you know, we got these blacks that either, hey, you know what I mean, you know, they doing a good enough job, just continue to wait, or, you know, every other race is telling us to wait, or you have these people who will jump to the defense of others as long as we keep black people in a position that are subservient and bottom of the barrel. And if that's all you want as a man, then you a sucker. And you know what I mean? I would never have you as my friend or want anything to do with a man who don't want to live according to his own rules. Shout out to El Cheapo, Southern Cal. San Antonio is just like Compton, fool. Yeah, El Cheapo, and that's why they don't ever really want no real black man in no position. But see, here's the thing. This is why I'm getting, because they listen. One thing about it, if that clown Dr. Umar, who's a liar and a perpetrator, can put himself in a position. Yes, Pumpkin, you have the strawberry. If a clown like that is able to galvanize and circumvent and put himself in a position to get on mainstream TV to talk about black issues, when they'll let him do, listen, my time is coming, because I'm really gonna get something for my people. Like, you can't buy me, I can't do this way. You can't bargain with me, El Cheapo, chat. You can't bargain with me. I'm not a guy who you can reason with. No. I want this, dog. And that's how I always been cut. Get that white punk and get daddy some tuckers. Get some tuckers. Get some tuckers. She love her daddy. Yes, she do. And so, you know what I mean? So one of the things, El Cheapo, that I truly figured out in the process of moving about is that, and chat, is that, you know what I'm saying? As long as you're doing what people want you to do, right? As long as black people are following the script, right? You know, continue to pray to your European gods and continue to, you know, sing hymns and accept "We Shall Overcome" videos and you know, Negro spirituals and all that. Yeah, you know, we all with that. Everybody enjoys that. You know what I mean? Because you ain't making no real, you ain't looking for no real progress. You don't want anything dressed at a systemic level. You want surface stuff. You know what I mean? Stuff that you can't really truly be able to benefit from later on. You want Juneteenth or whatever that. Do you know, El Cheapo, I didn't even know that was a thing until I was in prison. Chat, do y'all have any idea? I didn't even know that Juneteenth was a thing. I was in the hole, I remember, and they said Juneteenth is a thing. I'm like, what? Juneteenth, what is that? Yes, Pumpkin, you have a strawberry. Don't be selfish, Pumpkin. I'm making some eggs. This is the gizmo. Get daddy thumb. No throwing. Thank you. And, you know, like, y'all, when I'm really, Pumpkin, why that taste like perfume? The hell, come here. That's your hands? Oh, you had my cologne. I was wondering why y'all, that tastes just like perfume. You can't have that. I'll get you another one. I'm glad I tasted it. Here, let's get you another one. Thing tastes just like a fragrance. Here, we'll get you another one. Matter of fact, here, let's eat these till we get these eggs popping. You know what I'm saying? And when you're dealing with these things, y'all, from a real systemic level, you as long as people are comfortable with black people begging and scraping and at the bottom. But what they do is, see, they smart, y'all. They know they got to get certain blacks certain. They know they can't keep everything for themselves. So they give certain blacks just enough. And they say, hey, y'all make sure y'all keep the rest of these niggas in line. That's really what the game is being played. And it's always been a game that's been ran on our people. Always been a game. This is why I say I'm not human. You know what I'm saying? I exist on some sort of metaphysical plane. Don't ask me what metaphysical means. But that's whatever plane I'm on. Obama Atomic League. Hey. You eat them, pumpkin. Come on, your attitude is out of whack. Here, eat that. And y'all, that's the major thing that I'm truly addressing. That's what I really truly address. So whenever anybody bring me anything, this is why they don't want, like, this is why I've noticed that I can never get any truth. Because when people do jump in the chat to troll me, I say, well, man, listen, you don't have to like me, you don't have to agree with me, but in the end, let's deal with the real. Let's deal with the bottom line. Let's deal with what it really comes down to, the money, and who got it and who don't. Because because if what you're saying is true, then you should really, if keeping black people at the bottom of the socioeconomic heap is not your true goal, and if you really truly believe that having black people in positions that are not advantageous to them, if you truly don't believe that, if you truly wish to keep black people, if what I'm saying is wrong, then why don't we have the wealth that represents that? Because this very country was built off it. You benefited from it. This country was built off it. So you want me not to say nothing. But yet you never want to address it. You want to run from it. And these blacks who did that, y'all, they run from that. We don't like that around here. See, I'm not no coward. See, a lot of blacks can be buffaloed. You can't buffalo me. You can't, but I'm with it all. Let's get to it. Yeah, the sooner the better. Yeah. Hey y'all, how Gucci Mane said, yeah. Hey, oh, that Rain Man. I'm the Rain Man, and Iron Man rain. I make it thunderstorm. I make it hurricane. You're awesome, the Rain Man. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna make Gizmo, y'all, a piece of French toast. I've been trying to duck a lot of that bread myself. You know what I'm saying? I've been trying to get away from a lot of that bread and stuff. Well, stop. I still like it. But in the end, y'all, I got to always keep on my figure. Because I know that I could be in much better shape. So I'm really trying to discipline my eating habits in a lot of ways and stuff like that. I lost a lot of weight when I had El Cheapo. I didn't tell you this. I had pneumonia several months back, and my baby, she had came in town and she helped me with that. She didn't want. See, see, I'm trying to think better. I'm trying to be a little bit more consistent with how I say things, how they affect people. Listen, it's gonna be a process for me. It's gonna be a process for me. When somebody that shows you that they care about you, and you know what I mean, my baby, they deserve for me to truly care about what they think. So, yeah. Shout out. Let me see. I got any questions in this mama. Okay. What's up? So, hey, I got 6 of you turkeys in here. Appreciate you, John. Turkeys for being in here, man. You want to turkey? I know El Cheapo's still in here. Who all in here, man? Talk to us. You know what I'm saying? Let me know who in here. Don't be doing that. Let me know who in here. Let me know why did y'all wipe y'all feet when y'all came in this joint. Yes, pumpkin. I know, baby. I know. I'm making this, I told y'all, what y'all think is the, is anybody truly in disagreement? Not that I really care, but I just really true. Does anybody disagree with what I say in regards to that? You know what I'm saying? Is there any disagreement there? You know what I mean? Because here's the thing, right? I'm not always right, but what I am is always looking to see if I'm wrong, tell me. Show me how I'm wrong, and then we can always deal with that, right? Because I'm always willing to adjust. A man should always be willing to adjust his thinking based on, you know what I mean, if his thinking is flawed. Right? So if your thinking is flawed as a man, then you should be willing to adjust that. Because as I've often said, these men keep talking about accountability. Y'all got to remember, I'm the first one to say this. Accountability is for men. It's not for women. Y'all keep that in mind. I've always said that. I'll never bag off that. Why do I say that? And I've said this previously. It's really simple. If something happens between when a man and this woman, and he falls on hard times, and he's out of it, and all of a sudden my daughter is homeless because of her husband, I'm never going to look to her. I'm going to look to him. And that's exactly how every man is going. Bro, how did this happen? How did things end up this way? This is the world. This is the world we live in. So we have to stop trying to act like accountability is for women. Being a man of your word is a thing. A woman being accountable, it has never been a thing. It's literally never been a thing. You know what I'm saying? Now, you know, women have done that, you know, because they have come out with certain stances, and that has not helped them. You know, however. I hope y'all didn't hear that. I tried to turn the water on a little bit. I still got a little something in my chest. Accountability is for men. Being a man is means running to the plate. And second off. Yes, pumpkin. Yeah, I'm waiting. It's cooking. I don't like no baby telling me what to do. All right, here. It's one of the things, y'all, that the gizmo really kills me on. She gets very, very upset when things don't go her way immediately. Yeah. Yeah, she's a very, very upset baby. She don't like things that are not. Yeah, y'all. There you go, some applesauce. That's an applesauce. And so, y'all, that's, you know what I'm saying, that's really the truth of a lot of these matters. And this is why I say I'm not human. Because of the way I view the world, I view it through the lens of I'm more like a cyborg. I like that. You like the applesauce? Y'all, I wish Gizmo would try to feed herself sometimes. That's the one thing she don't like to do. The Gizmo don't like to feed herself. She's a very, very lazy baby. Here, you gonna try? Here, here. Well, go ahead. Yay! Good job, pumpkin. Ooh, Daddy taught you that. Look at that, chat. I tell you, look, my daughter, she's like a little genius. She Daddy's pumpkin. She knows she Daddy's pumpkin too. Shout out to all of the parents out there, man. It's a very, very trying job, man. It really is. But I tell you something, y'all, very rewarding. Because one thing about it, this world needs more quality parents, man. This world needs quality parents. Because I'm gonna tell y'all something. I see a lot of kids that's doomed. Like they doomed coming out the womb. I'm sure we all have seen it. We don't want to talk about that, but I will. Y'all know me. Yeah, we gotta do it. It's too many. It's a lot of people that shouldn't be able. It's funny, y'all. You need a driver's license. You know what I mean? But to drive a car. But they let any idiot have a child without any type of, I don't know, training or some sort of classes and things of that nature. You know what I mean? It's like there's no regulation on how, you know what I mean, a child should be reared. And I really truly believe, y'all, that's been for the detriment of people. There's got to be some rules and there's got to be some structure. There's got to be some rules and there's got to be some structure. You know what I'm saying? This whole, people can do whatever they want to do, and you know what I mean? There's no rules, and you know what I'm saying? No. As I always say, Gizmo can be whoever she want to be, as long as she what Daddy want her to be. She can be whatever she want to be, as long as she what I want her to be. That means, you know what I'm saying? Whatever that look like. Yeah, I said it. No, certain things are unacceptable. Yes, no, she can't bring no white man to my home. I said it. I don't care if her mother is white. My daughter is Asiatic. My DNA is royal, and that's that. So now I don't care what nobody think about that. You know what I'm saying? Her daddy said that. I told my oldest daughter that. Wait till I get in contact with y'all see, here's the thing. Y'all really think I'm really cap. I think a piece of y'all that really think I'm cap. Wait till I'm able to get in touch with my oldest daughter. Cause like I said, she's married and she's dealing with her husband and some things with her children. And I've told her, I've instructed her that's where her main focus should be. You know what I'm saying? When I catch her with one of these days, I'm gonna get her, because she's very articulate, she's very bright, she's pretty. Lord have mercy, she's really something. And so what I really truly wanted, I really want y'all to really hear, because y'all gonna be like, does he really say these things? Did she really? Yes. Because this is what y'all don't know. See, most of y'all black men out here are cowards. So you'll believe these things, or you let society talk you out of them. Don't nobody talk awesome out of nothing. I don't let the world make me. The world don't design. The world don't tell awesome what to think. That's the difference, and that's what I want you black men to start getting through your heads, man. Stop allowing the world and European ideology and thoughts to dictate and tell you what you should and shouldn't believe. Be your own man. Be your own man, dog. Stop being a coward. And there's so many of these black men out here who are cowards. So you wonder why you in the position you in, is because you ain't got no guts. You lack guts, dog. That's your biggest problem as a black man. You lack guts. See, I don't have that problem. I don't have that problem. You ain't gonna never see me run from no fight. Or from the fight. You ain't gonna never see me tuck tail. Here, pumpkin, there go some eggs. Gizmo, daddy, don't run from no smoke. And that's the difference between me and a lot of you black men, man. You black men gotta get stronger, man. Y'all gotta start to develop intestinal fortitude. Y'all gotta start to develop stuff and stop listening to what other people is telling y'all, because they don't keep you. Listen, man, they want to keep you as a black man, they want to keep you in a position where you docile and you comfortable. So that way you can never truly be a threat. But if you're a man, you should always want to be a threat. You should be threatened. You should be. Because that means you're looking to improve upon your position. That means you're looking to create opportunity for yourself, for your loved ones, and for your community. Why wouldn't you want to leave your mark on this world? As a conqueror and a taker. As a man who, you know what I mean, who took the world by, you know what I mean, as a man who took opportunity, you know what I mean, and you know, look forward to, you know what I mean, taking the bull by the horn, so to speak. What kind of coward, you know what I mean, what kind of coward black man are you? But then you always talk about the how women won't submit. You look like A. Lane, bro. A lot of you black men gotta address that. Why do y'all think it's so hard for women to apologize? The majority of them. Uh-oh, excuse you. Okay? You got another egg, baby. Why do y'all think it's so hard for women to apologize? Why? Because being accountable is not really part of their DNA. Men can, a lot of times it's much more easy for a man to say, you know, bro, my bad on that. You know what I'm saying? I whoop-de-whoop. I played that wrong. It's difficult for women to apologize. They have a difficult time. Or my mother was like that. So, like, you know, I'm not saying that maybe she didn't even think she was wrong in certain. Listen, she would have a problem saying if she was wrong, she would try to justify it. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, how can I be upset with her for being who she is? Yes, Pumpkin, you okay? You, okay? You done with this? Man, this. All right? Okay, no. No, you can't have that no more. Mm-hmm. Here, I'm gonna get you some, I got some fresh toast too, but it's gotta cool off. Yeah, I'm right here, baby. Here, there goes some more egg. Here you go. Yeah, y'all, that's what we dealing with. That's what we dealing with. Real true masculine principles that a man can live by. You know what I'm saying? That a man can create opportunities for himself and for his people. Not these coward blacks. We gotta get rid of them, man. We gotta get rid of them. They're scared to tell. You scared. You quick to disrespect the people that look like you, but you real slow and understanding with the people, you know what I'm saying, that hate your guts. You real slow and understanding. Why do y'all think men? Let me ask y'all a question. Anybody familiar with Jason Whitlock? Do y'all know him? Why do y'all think that he always disrespects Angel Reese, but yet lifts up Caitlin Clark? I did a video on that. Why do y'all think? Because he knows what's going to what white America want to hear. He gonna say that. But people want to hear him lift up Caitlin Clark and disrespect Angel Reese. Now, do I think Angel Reese is ratchet? Do I think that she you know what I mean, that she doesn't focus, that she needs to focus more on her craft as opposed to, you know what I'm saying, trying to be in the, you know, limelight? Whatever, right? But but guess what? No matter what, she's a 20-something-year-old young woman. What type of grown man gets on national TV on his platform and continuously trashes a young black girl on a consistent basis? What's masculine about that, y'all? What's masculine about a man trying to go out of his way to be disrespectful to a young black girl who just basically trying to figure life out? Like, you know what I'm saying? Wow. When there's so many other issues that need, but he's a Christian though, y'all. He's a good Christian. He always talk about these Christian values. But yet Joy Taylor, he calls her big cans of peanut butter. Now that's funny. Oh, excuse me, y'all. We a little under weather around here, clearly. He calls Joy Taylor big cans and peanut butter skin. This is how he talks about Joy Taylor. But yet he's a Christian. I have no respect for that. Shout out to I am actually what you talking about? I am actually bored. What you bored about? What's happening? Oh, Fancy's in the hizzy. Oh, Fancy done tapped in, love and light. Bless y'all, appreciate it. Fancy this. I wrote this and Fancy Gizmo. Peace to you. Gizmo, you heard that. Fancy shot his wild pumpkin. She got some applesauce, eggs, and some French toast. This is her first. I never made no French toast. See how she like it. Why do we consistently always appreciate Fancy being in here? Shout out to you, top of the morning. Why we always, you know what I'm saying, What's mass, like I said, once again, about dragging a young girl, a 20-something-year-old girl, who not in no position to really defend herself, right? And another thing too, why you care so much about women's basketball? You know what I'm saying? Once again, it pushes it. Hey, dog the black girl who's loud and ratchet. You know what I'm saying? It doesn't do much to help herself, and lift up the white girl, the wholesome all-American white girl who, you know what I mean? Who you know what I mean? Who's America's darling? Lift her up, and this is how you get popular on YouTube. This is how you get popular in the world. By dragging people that look like you. Drag her. You know what I'm saying? Dog that girl as often as you possibly can. Right? Has the girl done everything right? No. But that's the last time I checked, Caitlin Clark gave as good as she took. She was the one who started this. She was the one who started this against one team. I can't remember. So she gives as good as she gets. It's professional sports. I thought they were women. I thought they could take up for themselves. I thought that they wanted to be like men. I thought that so men take it every day. So it comes with the territory. Why do you as a black man, as a 50, almost 60-year-old black man, need to continuously get on TV and talk about this young black girl? Let her live her life. Let her live her life. She's gonna make mistakes. She's gonna, you know what I'm saying? She's gonna, you know what I mean, do some things, you know what I'm saying, that's probably inappropriate or whatever the case might be. You know what I'm saying? What you think? You know what I'm saying? That's gonna happen. But for you as a black man to continuously get up there and talk about her, I got smoke with you, dog. I got smoke for anybody that think that that's okay. This is why I'm not human. Because I don't believe what you believe. And you ain't gonna tell Austin what to believe. I'm not no coward. Shout out to my homeboy. My man PDQ, y'all. My man Quan. That was my man P. We was in Job Corps together. We told him, I'll never forget y'all when we get kicked out. And Quan, me, he'll say, man, we got tired of being. My man showed up. I'll never forget it, y'all. Right in, this guy got all this red on. He had all this red on. He ain't speak to me, I ain't speak to him. I'm about maybe, I don't know, 16. You know what I'm saying? Like, man, it's you. He like, who is you? You know what I'm saying? But anyway, long story short, we was intake brothers. You know what I'm saying? We come in at the same time. Like, what up, though? What up, though? You know what I'm saying? He was from UNT. You know what I'm saying? From Linwood, Dexter. You know what I'm saying? Untouchable. Shout out to the Untouchables. I'm from 7 Mile. Long story short, we just ended up clicking. You know what I'm saying? He was like, it was crazy. He was skinny. He was real skinny, but he had so much heart. We just got tired of being there, so I said, listen, man, I'm out. He like, yeah, I'm out too. I said, what you? But he said, what you about to do? I said, I want to smoke this nigga. I didn't like him no way. His name was Jason. Y'all, I'll never forget it. He said, well, okay, well, listen, I don't like this chick. I'm gonna slap. I say, okay, there it is. This after so much. Y'all, I saw Jason. Jason had said something about me behind my back. He about maybe 19. So when he's standing on the wall, y'all, I'll never forget him. He's standing against the wall. I hit him so hard. Y'all, you ain't never seen a man. I believe I broke his nose because you had never seen so much blood. I was about to see. And he smacked this chick. We ended up getting kicked out. But shout out to my man PDQ. He said one of the realest things I ever remember. He said, dog, you know what I'm saying? You'll never know when you gotta pay. You don't get to decide when you stop paying for what you done. You done a lot of dirt. I never forget he said that to me. Because I said, man, I done paid so much. This was years ago. He said, man, for what you done, he said, you don't get to decide that. You know what I mean? That ain't up to you. And I'll never forget he said that. I was wondering. And my homeboys still been proven right to this day. Fancy, I didn't see a topic. What you talking about? Oh, Fancy, I apologize. You know what I'm saying? What is this topic? Excuse me. I am not human. I think that's what the topic is. I am not. I believe that was actually, you know what I'm saying, what the but then, you know, as y'all know, these things take a turn of their own. And they get, there's a lot of the topic goes all different sorts of angles. And so there's never really a true destination other than the truth. And that's, you know what I'm saying, as long as we fall somewhere in there, you know what I mean, we deal with whatever comes from that. I gotta change the Gizmo's diaper. Shout out to everybody on the Sunday though. You know what I'm saying? Definitely appreciate you, Jive Turkeys, for tapping in. You know, y'all could be anywhere. For sure, for sure. Y'all could be anywhere. But you here with me and the Gizmo. You know. One thing I know is that I never let another man define my destiny. I never allow other people to tell me what's out here for me. Huh? Yeah. I don't let no other man define my destiny. Black man, stop letting other people define your destiny. Gizmo, that's a soggy, very soggy diaper. Hey, y'all, how old do you got to be to get potty trained? Anybody know that? Anybody know how old? What, about 4? I was talking about getting her one, but I think I might have to get her one for about 3 years or something. Gizmo not gonna be potty trained for about. She don't need a potty, do she? I thought it was she. Well, I don't know. I might have to Google it. But I don't know. I'm gonna tell y'all something though. For real. Between y'all and me, don't tell nobody this, y'all. Before it's over, my name gonna be respected the world over for these issues. I'm gonna make a dent. I'm gonna make a dent in this white supremacist society. I'm gonna make a dent in this. Or believe you me, I'm gonna take a chunk out there. Y'all know how, you know what I'm saying, y'all get the fight, you know what I mean, this and that. You might not be able to win, but you know what I'm saying, you want to know you was there. And you know what I mean? Even if all you did was get one good punch in and then you got mopped up after that, yeah. That's the goal for me. Yep. And then set the table for the next brother to come along. Cause we gonna get rid of these cowards. Shout out to Fancy. All mine are officially potty. Oh yeah? Gizmo, 2 years old? How old are you? How old is Gizmo, y'all? Ain't she 2? I'm just teasing. Shout out to all my officials. Fancy, she put them in. Anyway, 2.5, 3 years old, you can start, but it's up to you when you think she's right. Okay, Annabelle, okay. Ediva, I appreciate you. Ediva, I appreciate you. Thank you so much. Start her now, Fancy said. Fancy said, start you now, Gizmo. They think this baby should be started now. You want to start sitting on the potty? Don't nobody like no unpotty trained pup. Hey, what y'all saying? Y'all put her on the toilet? Myself? Yeah. Let me see. Fancy. Going when needed and using with my assist. Oh, okay. Oh. Going when needed. Okay. Would you just take the diaper off, Fancy, and just, you know what I'm saying, put her on the joint? How did you play that? How did you because I think, yeah, I mean, you know, because she's very, very, I wonder if she gonna, y'all think she gonna want to go? I like that, man. Fancy say, children are never too young to learn anything. She said, y'all are never too young, Gizmo. Fancy's always very positive in this, and the third in the chat. One of the things that I always say, y'all, is to take guts. It take guts to be able to step. It take guts to be able to, you know what I mean, to set out on a path. You know what I mean? That's particularly all your own. It take guts. Because so many times, you know what I'm saying, people are telling you what you should and shouldn't do, and you know what I'm saying, people are trying to, you know what I mean, warp your mind, and you know what I mean. Because here's the thing, if y'all notice, what school teaches you to do, it doesn't teach you how to think. It teaches you what to think. Very important. Very, very different. Thank you for appreciate the hearts. Doesn't teach you how to think. I want my daughter to understand how to get to the answers. You know what I'm saying? What's the root of it? Not just be able to give me the answer. No. Don't regurgitate what daddy said. Analyze what daddy said, even though we don't right. But even with that, challenge it in terms of, okay, why did we come up? Why is that? Only things that are universally correct is science and math. I believe that those things tend to be universally correct. I think, you know what I'm saying? Math and science, because in the end, whatever the answer is here, the answer is someplace else. Numbers are numbers, right? Science, I think universally accepted truths, right? Let's just say that universally accepted truths about about the sun rising in the east, setting in the west. 2 plus 2 is 4, no matter where you go. Things like that, right? Everything else tends to be culturally biased. So the question is, what are you getting from that information? Right? What are you able to pull from that? What are you able to extract? You know what I'm saying? What are you able to get from, said circumstance? Or what are you able to, how can you use that circumstance as best to serve you? Because if it doesn't serve a man well, then what difference does it matter? You know what I'm saying? And this is why I always come back to the thought process of a man, you know what I'm saying, his version of Christianity in this country. How has it served you as a black man? How has Christianity served you, black man? How has being a go along, get along person, and you know what I mean, and abiding by the rules, and you know what I'm saying, and doing what your enemies tell you to do. How has that helped you? What do you have to show for your efforts? And that's when things get a little quiet. Gizmo, what are you doing in there? Get out of there. No. Excuse me, let me get her, y'all. The Gizmo. Here. The Gizmo has struck. The Gizmo has struck. This is very, very ruthless. This is a very ruthless baby. This is a very, very ruthless baby. Something is wrong. I think something wrong with Gizmo, y'all. She has no spitting. She has a very, very sick mind. She's a very sick puppy. Look at her. She's one sick pup. Are you sick? You need help? You do? Okay. Daddy gonna make sure you get. Daddy gonna. I'm not human. I'm not human. Nah. I'm not. Because they want you. They want you to see the world how they want you to see it. Black man, you can't see the world. Oh, pumpkin? Why did I do that? You spilled it. You spilled the juice, baby. Give me that. Y'all, she dumped it. This is what I get, y'all. I left the juice thing. Why would I leave a juice thing unopened on the floor? Yeah, that's daddy's fault. Come here. Daddy's fault. That's not your fault. You didn't do nothing. You didn't do nothing wrong. You didn't do nothing wrong. That was daddy's fault. Gotta get you some milk. Yeah, I gotta put you something in that. You know what I'm saying? Having the guts, you know what I'm saying, to be who you want to be. They don't want human. Nah. Oh, there we go. I'm marching to beat them on. Huh? Yeah. Look at me. Yeah. I like to mess with you turkeys. I like to mess with you turkeys and get y'all to let y'all see. We appreciate the hearts. I still don't know how y'all do that. Excuse me. I have no idea how y'all do that. Does anybody hear me when I do the arc spin? I really hate that. I was doing much better with that, but I think I came down with something in my chest. I was outside exercising in the rain. I think it caught up with me. I hate to say that. There used to be a time I could do that stuff and it was nothing. It might not have been that though. Maybe Gizmo bought something from that daycare. You know what I'm saying? I probably can blame her. You know what I'm saying, for what I got in my chest. Don't be afraid to be who you want to be, dog. Don't let society tell you what to think. You think for you. You develop your own moral compass. You know what I'm saying? And live with that. Stand on that. You know what I'm saying? Then don't be one of these people, you know what I'm saying, that's gotta agree with people. What? I go against, man, I'm a rule breaker, dog. Gizmo. I break the rules. That's how you become great. You gotta be willing to break the rules. You know what I'm saying? You gotta be willing to break the rules, dog. You living according to what another man told you. Man, get your around, please. I wish I would live with according to what my enemies told me. What? Out of my face, man. As if my enemies are going to tell me the answers to the test. The very people that have been set up against me, the very people that have made themselves, that have positioned themselves to be the very ones to keep me away from knowledge. They're going to give me the answers. Or at least they're going to tell me these are the answers. No, there are answers around you. You just have to be willing to, you know what I'm saying, to sift through the nonsense, you know what I'm saying, to be able to see. I got to take Gizmo outside. I got to exercise. That's today's lesson. I'm not human. Stop being human. Start to think for yourself. Y'all hit the like button. Awesome in the gears. Gizmo, say see you later. Say see you later.